Hello, good afternoon everybody, and again welcome to the Royal Road to Liberty. My name is El-Alkali, and today I'll be doing two videos. This one will be the end of the introduction, and the next one will be concerning secret origins. So, going a little bit further, what we are trying to understand in this world is the destruction, the chaos, the strife, the division, the issues that are literally right in front of our faces every day. Medical health problems, race or color, and hidden agendas. And so we ask ourselves, why are these things still happening? Why are they still able to continue forward? Why are they still coming up in our times today? Shouldn't we have already, created some type of creed, promise, act, bill, a law of some sort to be able to defend us from these types of things? Even within those who are in power, and within people like you and I who are at home, either working or taking care of life, children, home, etc. One thing that we have to try to understand is that there are other types of constitutions, there are other types of laws, and there are other types of, I guess you can say, rules and regulations, statutes, etc., that belong to certain types of different people, belong to different types of people who are in organizations. And at the end of the day, a lot of us are defending those, yet we don't know that. A lot of the times we think that we're rooting for one thing, but we are rooting for the opposite. It kind of comes together with that yin and yang. And so I just wanted to describe that briefly for this introduction. This Royal Road YouTube channel is going to help you understand a little bit further why things are happening. What I'm doing here is attempting to lift the largest, biggest veil, curtain, blindfold that have been basically, I can't say purposely put, and I can't say voluntarily put or involuntarily placed, but it's just a veil. Whether or not a group has made it like that, or you believe in a god or a goddess or some higher power that has given you a blindfold purposely to make you question things, to make you run into walls, so that you may come into a realization of what's going on. I can't tell you that, but what I can tell you is that there is a blindfold, is that there is a veil. Whether you think it's across your third eye, or it's manipulating your perception, or that it's controlling the way you think in general, even down to the way you act and speak in public. The whole purpose is to be able to break an illusion that has either been placed before you or that you grew with it. So this final introductory video is just to once again remind you that the Royal Road to Liberty means it's a golden path. It's a golden road. It's a place where you can be able to see this narrow gate. Okay? Maybe you understand this because of the master teacher, Jesus Christ. You understand this in a universal form because of Buddha. Or perhaps you understand it in whatever way, shape, or form. Royal Road could mean Tarot. Tarot is also Egyptian, and it means the Royal Road. It was a road to enlightenment. Okay? The road to understanding what is truly happening, not only within you, but without you. This is a large attempt to be able to remove the blindfold voluntarily. Okay? Perhaps 1 out of 100. Perhaps 2 out of 2 million. Whatever the case may be, whatever the number may be, the whole purpose again is to basically help you Socrates speaking to Minos, taken from Plato, I cannot teach you anything, I can only help you think, or make you think. Okay? And you could reverse that and understand it in the best way, shape, or form that you can. Because again, and then again, it has to do with your perception. It has to do with your vision, through what prism you are looking through. And we know that there are many colors to look through. We also know that there are many numbers to decode. Names that belong to us. And again, like I said, numbers and colors that belong to us. We too are part of this prism, and when we begin to get enlightened, we feel that vibration. We feel that color. We feel that number. We feel that name, that word, that specific type of essence that belongs to us. And we feel the need to stand up and say something and do something. Or some others feel the need to sit down in silence and meditate upon it and travel through realms to understand what is happening on this earthly realm. And so, this introductory video is opening that door. It's not an invitation I'm necessarily making. It's an invitation that you're making yourself. All I gotta do is just speak, in hopes that it'll make you think a little bit more, match up with what you already know, and perhaps you can advance in helping the human race. A lot of us go forth in donating, feeding, clothing, giving water to those in need, and yet some of our actions are not completely understood, or that they're misunderstood. Perhaps we appear as people who are looking for credit. Perhaps we are people who appear as some might say, and this is not in a derogatory form in any way, shape, or form, but like a Pharisee. And that's only one way that I can be able to explain that. I can explain it in many different realms and dimensions, but I'm hitting one nail on the head right now. But there are several ways we could look at this. People who mock, people who mimic, people who act as if they are this, but yet they are that. It's the yin and the yang again. Or they wish to be this, but yet they act like that. A lot of us wish to be something. A lot of us feel as if we have the power, the potential, the potency to be able to go forth with what we desire the most. However, at the very end of the day, what it comes down to is, what are our true intentions, and do we truly know ourselves? Until then, we'll be able to really lay out the foundation. Until then, we'll be able to really put out the good fruit that we've stored up inside of us. It's okay to run and jump around into different temples, synagogues, mosques, churches, groups, organizations, clubs, etc. However, if you can't find yourself and you can't identify who you are and your true essence and understand what your soul value is, it's possible that you'll be running into more brick walls. And it might even be possible that you might be wasting a lot of time in this realm and energy in this realm, and possibly even multiple. My point is simple, okay? Take the time to try to look into oneself, to try to understand yourself. Allow these new things to come forth to you without fear, without feeling as if you're being coerced into something or manipulated into something. Make your own choice. Nobody's controlling that besides you. And of course, your higher self and the God that you believe in, or goddess you believe in. Okay? Believe in yourself. Again, this is the end of the introductory video. The next video will have to be with concerning secret origins. Thank you.